Can you send me a text if you are getting this and you're seeing me live? Okay. I guess now I see me live. Okay. I'm here. Hopefully you're here. Welcome to week 3. Week 3 we are on. Whole Life Challenge. Not quite halfway through. We are less than, I think we'll hit 22 days on Friday, which is halfway through the Whole Life Challenge. It's actually 44 days. It's a 6-week challenge. Okay. All right. Hi, Robin. Hi, John. Glad you are here. Here to answer your questions. So if you have some questions, go ahead and type them in. That's what we are here to do this evening. Wanted to talk a little bit, if you missed the show earlier tonight, I talked about nutrition and kind of the 5 eating habits that healthy people do, that maybe not so healthy people don't. Those are some of the things that, as I've gone on this weight loss journey, I have looked at and refined, and especially as I get older, I need those types of things. So if that's something that interests you, because I definitely think it can help you along the way in the Whole Life Challenge, please make sure that you go back and take a look at that. I will post a link inside of this blog post. It will be down below. Hi, Susan. How are you? Hey, let's see. So big things. Let me give a little shout out here. Hopefully I'm not sharing too much info, but first, shout out to John, because you were on first. Congratulations, John. John is using the challenge to change his sleep. That's one thing that he has noticed. John is a particularly poor sleeper, and he has been getting 6 hours of sleep a night, which for him is big. That is really big, and he's feeling more rested. He's going to bed a little bit earlier. He's changed some habits around there. And then the other thing that's happening to John, he told me the other day, is that he had to tighten his belt loops, that his pants were getting a little big. So shout out to you, John. Congratulations on those. Susan's big thing has been Diet Coke and giving up Diet Coke. She shared that going to McDonald's in the morning to get her Diet Coke was getting in the way of her life. And so she has been without Diet Coke since the challenge started. And the challenge started, I don't know exact number of days, but on the 14th of April. So we're going like on 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks last Saturday. Congratulations to her. She has also substituted. She's been walking with some of that extra time that she has. And I know she's a pickleball player, and that's going to help your pickleball fitness. So congratulations to both of you. Plus, I know that some of you who aren't able to watch tonight, Terry has cut down on her caffeine. Hopefully you have been looking a little bit at the news feed. Terry's cut down on her caffeine. That's kind of a big one. Let's see, Mary, and if you would, Mary, I texted Mary today. Mary is down in Arizona. Her mother is about to enter hospice, so it's a very difficult time for Mary and her family, so if you would keep them inside of your prayers. But I think she's using some of these habits to combat some of the stress that goes along with a very stressful time. So Mary, if you do watch this, we are definitely thinking about you. I know that Kathy's getting ready for the Odyssey. Sorry if I'm missing you. Everybody is doing such a great job with this challenge, but those are the ones that just are sticking out in my mind. So congratulations to all of you. A couple of things. Last week, let's talk about, if you have your questions, go ahead and put it down. And I'm going to keep looking for questions. But last week, we talked about the challenge was for 6 days in a row to comment on 3 people's comments every day, because that was actually our well-being challenge. And the reason that we did that challenge, that it was out there, is, I'm going to paraphrase this, you get what you give. And being positive and helping other people through life, they're going to turn around and they're going to help you. And who doesn't need a little word of encouragement? Life is pretty darn tough sometimes. And sometimes that little encouraging thing that you can say will help somebody to get past whatever it is that they're going through. So I'm giving away a Firewalker. I think you can see this because this isn't all white. So Firewalker is this amazing product. It uses the ingredients from a plant. It's a tea tree plant that actually, tea leaf plant that Polynesian firewalkers use to soothe their feet after they walk over the hot coals. This is wonderful for hot, tired, aching feet. Like after walking or after playing pickleball. And the person who got this week, because she just was a commenting away, and thank you for all those comments, was Sue Rocha. Sue, this is coming your way. You're going to need to, please, if you would, email me your address, or you can text me your address. Don't put it up here on Facebook. You never know where that's going to end up. But text or email me your address, and I will pop this in the mail to you sometime tomorrow. So let's give a little thumbs up, little heart there to Sue. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay. So, since that challenge is over, we need to start just a little something more. And since tonight's earlier show, my 6 o'clock show, was about nutrition, I've been thinking so much about nutrition. And I think a lot of people focus on the nutritional part of the whole life challenge, because those can be some of the habits that are most difficult for us to change. So, here's the challenge for the coming week from now until next Tuesday. So for everyone who records their nutrition for 6 days. Okay, so number one is you have to record it. Okay, I don't care what the score is. It does not have to be a perfect score. It can be a 0. It can be 0. Not a big deal. You have to record it. But also, you have to make a positive comment about what you did with your nutrition that day. Or you can share a challenge that you had with your nutrition that day. Okay? So a positive comment, a challenge. You can even, I don't care, you can even set an intention for the next day. So a positive, a challenge, or an intention. Make it part of your reflection. Put it in your reflection, because everybody's putting their reflection into the team feed. Do that for 6 out of the next 7 days, because remember, it's always about progress, not perfection. 6 out of the next 7 days. And you will be entered into a drawing to win this. This is actually one of my favorite books. It's a book called Aspire, and it is by a gentleman in the name of Kevin Hall. And if I can flip here, hopefully you can see this. It actually, can you see that a little bit maybe? It is signed by Kevin Hall. And to tell you a little bit about it is, we live our lives word by word to build our relationships, to convey our points of view, to object to wrongdoings done to us or to others, to comfort our children and our friends. We also use the wrong words, sometimes unknowingly, and get ourselves into situations we would rather not be in. And so what he has done is he has gone into 11 words and talks about the impact that they can have on your life. And it's really a pretty interesting book, I gotta tell you, one of my favorites. So this is gonna go out to the person who completes, anyone who completes the challenge gets their name in a raffle. And then after that, they could win that book, Inspire. So put down your nutrition as well as your thought. Hey Julie, how are you? We're talking about the Whole Life Challenge, which is a program that we're using to change our behaviors. I know it is working for me. One of the things that I've been focused on through the last program as well as this program has been stretching. And stretching throughout the ski season, because my hips would hurt me so bad at the end of the day. And I hate yoga. I hate mobility. I just don't take the time to do it. And this program has kept me doing that, and thank goodness it has, because for those of you in the challenge, you know I've been working through a back injury for the last 2 weeks, which has really kind of sucked. But I gotta say, I feel like I'm hopefully coming out the other side, and those muscles are relieving themselves. So if you've got any questions, put it in here. I want to cover a couple of things that are coming, one that we're working on right now and one that's coming up. So there have been some questions about the current well-being challenge, which is spring cleaning. Sue had a great post the other day about some of the spring cleaning that she has done, some things she finally wanted to get done on her list, so congratulations. Spring cleaning can be a little bit of everything, but one of the really interesting quotes, I hope you read it, it was inside the newsfeed this morning, so when you open up your newsfeed and you look at the top, it was the blog post, and it talked about the downsides to having a cluttered home, or a cluttered home, a cluttered bedroom. So the first one was in 2010 they did a study, and people who have a cluttered home, women in particular, this study was about women, felt greater cases of depression and anxiety because there was clutter. And I get that. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know about guys. Sorry, John. I know you're on tonight. I don't know about guys, but sometimes all a girl's got to do is look in her closet and go, oh my God, I got that much stuff and I cannot even find what I want to wear, right? Yeah, so clutter, decluttering. And speaking of which, if you do have a closet like that, there were some tips inside of the email that came to you from Whole Life Challenge today on how to tackle that closet project. So if closets is one of your issues, go ahead and do at it. But spring cleaning is anything. This is the challenge up until Friday. So spring cleaning is doing something daily to clean your environment, and that cleaning can be physical cleaning, cleaning up a closet, cleaning up a desk area. That cleaning could also be like cleaning out email, which is what I did the other day. I've also been wanting to download some things from my computer onto a hard drive. That's a different thing of cleaning, because those projects never take priority. At least they don't for me. Those projects rarely take priority inside of my life, and then all of a sudden, all you know is I got 10 projects, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can't get to any of them, and it just feels yucky. So just by doing a little bit, just a tiny little bit every day, you're going to be surprised at how you feel. And I know yesterday for me, I went through my inbox and that was more than a little bit. I kind of organized things, and now that it's organized, I know that I can stay on top of it without being obsessive, but it's one of those projects that I had definitely put off for a while. So anyway, hopefully you got some spring cleaning. Anybody else doing a tell me about your spring cleaning project, or if you would like to. So that's until Friday. Coming up next week is It's a Jam. So yes, it is going to be about music. That's all I'm going to say, is it's definitely going to be about music. That's what's coming up. Wellbeing Challenge changes on a Saturday. So if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask them, because I know everybody is super busy. I'm here just to get your questions done. And I'm going into the chat. And sometimes I cannot type and talk at the same time. I'm going into the chat to see if anyone has any questions. If you do, respond. Otherwise, we will be signing off shortly. So Wellbeing Challenge is changing. Don't forget, we're going to be halfway through on Friday. So if there's something that you want to change or something that you want to adjust, make it a little bit harder for yourself. I wouldn't say necessarily make it a little easier for yourself. If you have something you want to change or adjust to go through the second half of the challenge, that is totally permissible. Go ahead and do so. Like perhaps you can up your sleep just a little bit. You're finding that's really easy, or you can up your hydration, whatever the case may be. Let's go through and make those adjustments. So I'm not seeing any other questions. No need to keep you here any longer. You know how to reach me. If you need some help, you can reach me in the Whole Life Challenge feed here on the Age Well with CJ page. You've got my email, you got my text. Let me know if you need any help. Look forward to seeing you in the Whole Life newsfeed. Everybody, you have a wonderful evening. Good night.